out again today. It was another nice clear day, the last clear day for probably the next couple of weeks. So I'm back at Cape Perpetua. It's a little chilly today. I should have brought an actual jacket. I'm just out here in jeans and a flannel, but it's not super windy right now and it's really clear. So I figured I just needed to get out, go do something, especially before the rest of the week is going to be all rainy and boring. And it might clear off one day. It's hard to predict the weather out here just because everything coming off the ocean is so random. So some days it'll say it's going to rain and then it's perfectly fine for a good chunk of the day. But anyway, I'm out here right now. It's very pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I might just hang out here, might do like the giant spruce trail again, or a couple different trails around the Cape Perpetua area or Yachats area. I was considering heading up to Newport, but I think that's a little too far, especially for how late in the day it is. It's already after 1 o'clock, so I might save that for another time that I'm actually more timely in my morning routine. But anyway, very pretty day. I need to do a watercolor up here sometime, and I might do that today. If the time works out, I'll have to check the weather again. I can see some rain that's a couple miles out, but I did just finish this, which I started the last time I was up here. I think it's done now. I don't want to keep messing with it. Once you get too busy with the textures, especially with just ink, it gets a little fuzzy. So I think I'm gonna leave that as is for right now. Might head into town and grab some lunch and then come back up later, depending on the weather. But yeah, I need to get up here more often. It's just too pretty to pass up. So I decided to come up to Waldport because turns out Yachats doesn't have a gas station. I never really realized that, and I was getting pretty low on gas. So it was either head all the way down to Florence and basically end the day right there, or come up here and actually hang out and see stuff that I haven't seen for a little while. So I figured I'd go with this. I love this bridge here. It's so pretty. Waldport, I think, is probably one of the towns that's most similar to Reedsport. It's kind of like a combination of Winchester Bay and Reedsport because it's on the river, but it actually has a lot closer access to the ocean. There's a lot more beachfront houses here, definitely. But I was gonna go to the Alsea Bridge Interpretive Center, but it looks like they are closed for today. I'll check and make sure. But I do want to check that out. I really like going to these interpretive centers. But yeah, I'll find some stuff to do around here and then I'll start working my way back down again. Yeah, unfortunately, it is closed Sundays and Mondays. It's Monday today, so oh well. It's not that far from Reedsport. I can definitely do just another day trip up here sometime. I want to do a trip up to Newport eventually just for the day, but again, got to plan ahead, got to make sure I'm actually getting out of the house at a relatively early hour. I've been staying up way too late recently. I've been going to bed past like midnight for the past week or so, and it is not ideal. But anyway, personal life aside, yeah, I think I'm gonna find a couple things to do around here, get some much cheaper gas, and then as the day draws to a close, I'll be pulling out of here and heading straight back to Reedsport. So I left Waldport after I gassed up, and now I'm at Tillicum Beach. I was gonna stop at another place, but I missed the turnoff, and then it was a few miles back, so I decided just to hang out here. When I was leaving Yachats, I'm pretty sure I could see Yaquina Head. I always forget how to pronounce it. I feel like every time I see a pronunciation, it's different. But anyway, the head lighthouse that they have over in Newport, pretty sure I could see it because it was a tall white tower pretty far out on the bluff. So look forward to seeing that the next time I go up there, but not today. There's a few fishing ships out there. Probably a good day for it because right on the surf here. It's the only spot where there's some decent waves. Pretty. So another thing I've noticed in the news was a couple things talking about these things washing up on the beach. And this is what they're talking about. I forget their technical name, but they're relatives of jellyfish. And I guess they had a big bloom or something. And so they're all catching the wind, which is what their bodies are designed to do. And they're washing up on the shore, all dead. They aren't jellyfish, but they're closely related to them. So they're kind of like, I think they're closely related to Portuguese manivore. Those are the big ones, and those you definitely are not supposed to touch. Those are really bad. You never want to get anywhere near those. They can mess you up pretty bad. These guys, they're not going to do anything. You can pick them up. And I mean, these guys are dead, but I've seen pictures of some of the beaches in Oregon just covered in them. There's only a few here, and there might be more as the tide comes in and drops some off, but it's weird seeing them. They kind of look a little bluish in the light. Some of them are really blue, but yeah, interesting. Stopped at another place I've been meaning to go to for a while. I would see the signs for it, but I never would stop. This is Smelt Sands, and the tide's coming in now, so you can't really see the sand. This is where a lot of the smelt fish come up to breed, but I just love the shoreline that Yachats has. It's not a high bluff or anything, but there's just all these rocks around here, so the waves crash on them all the time. Beautiful. I told myself that I was going to do a watercolor today, and I thought about going back up to Cape Perpetua, but I did the sketch up there, so I figured I'd save that for a better day when I've planned for it and it's warm and everything. I've been working on this one here at Smelt Sands. I really like it. Only problem is it's occasionally a little bit rainy. There was a little bit earlier and there was a rainbow over there. It was just a tiny misting. It didn't really mess with the painting at all. But as you can see out there, that's coming this way and that's a bit heavier rain. So I don't want to get caught in that. It's still like 45 degrees right now and there's a decent wind. Not sure how much longer I'm going to keep working at this. It's turning out pretty good. I really want to do these while I'm out and about, and I don't know, maybe I'll just keep working a little bit more until it starts raining, and then I'll rush everything to the car, and then I'll try and come back out and do it again. I'm gonna try and get at least like the base of the colors. I might save the ocean for last because that's gonna be the most complicated with the waves and everything. I already took a couple reference photos on my phone. Maybe I'll just use those and do finish it at the house sometime. But anyway, it's been beautiful out, so I'm glad that I'm working on this. I really want to fill this thing up by the end of the year. Probably not going to happen, but I just need to work on it as much as I can. Yeah, I'm packing up. It's very cold now, and so I'll finish it up another time. It's beautiful right now. If it was like 10 degrees warmer, I'd stay, but it's just a little too cold and windy. But I'll keep working on that for a little while. Decided to come back up to the overlook. It's just such a beautiful spot. Sunset isn't for another hour and 15, so I don't think I'm gonna stay up here that long. I don't know. I've already spent my time sketching and it's still pretty cold out. If I see any whale spouts, then I might hang out for a little bit and just kind of watch them, because this is pretty hard to beat for whale watching. Get to look down on them and everything. But also there's some rain coming in and it's hard to tell exactly where that's going to be dropping. Probably going to get some right here in a few minutes. But anyway, I'll be hanging out here for a little bit and then maybe I'll decide to leave a bit early and start working my way down towards Heceta Head and on down to Florence and Reedsport. Pretty good day today. The waves are coming in and out. That was a huge blast from the spouting horn. Oh, here comes another one. I need to get to this area more often. It's just so beautiful.